teenage brain needs about 9.5 hours sleep every night. Now, I don't know any teenagers that are getting on an average of 9.5 hours sleep a night. The national average is 7.5. So that means that the average teenager is probably getting almost 25% less sleep than they actually need. You know, one of the real challenges with all of this technology is how do I turn it off enough so that I can start to get the sleep that I need. Now, as kids get older, particularly when they reach adolescence, the sleep-wake cycle in the brain switches. So the chemical melatonin, which makes us feel sleepy, doesn't elevate until later at night. It doesn't drop until later in the morning. So a lot of kids start to think, well, I don't need as much sleep as my little brother and sister because I'm not tired at 8 o'clock at night, so I'm not going to go to bed at 8 o'clock at night. Okay? Well, that's true. However, if I keep playing video games until 10, I'm probably not going to fall asleep until 11, 11:30. So what we need to start to do in order to get the sleep that we need is start to wind down a little bit earlier.
I know that especially teenagers who are really busy all the time feel like, you know, I just have to do one more thing before I can go to bed, and in a busy day, sleep is the thing that is the easiest to cut back on. So I know for me personally, before I go to bed, I feel like I have to check my email, I have to check Facebook, I have to check my phone to make sure I'm not missing anything that everyone's kind of responded to before I can finally go to sleep. And sometimes, you know, if I go on Facebook, I will see something and I'll click on it because it's interesting, and then that will lead me to something else, and it's kind of this whole trail that I end up going on the internet, and I don't really realize how much time I'm losing before I say, oh, I should really be sleeping.
I charge my phone like way far away from my bed. I hate looking at my phone, like it's a nuisance. I hate getting text messages. So I really like going to sleep and cutting myself off from that. But I will say I'm kind of a Facebook addict, so sometimes I like keep myself up because I see my friend just came online like right when I'm about to leave, and I'll just like spend like a useless half an hour just talking to them. Like I know I can go to sleep and talk to them at school the next morning, but I just stay awake for no reason.
All the different media bombarding you will keep your brain active, and it'll keep your brain active longer than you might like it to. So it makes it really hard to fall asleep if you've just had screen time before bedtime. It's a good idea to say, okay, if you're going to go to bed at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, the devices go to bed at 8, and you have some reading time or something that's not going to be as concentrated of screen time, you know, before bed, so it gives your brain a chance to relax, so that when you're ready to fall asleep, your brain is too. Otherwise, your brain's going to be overstimulated, and it's going to be harder to just relax and fall asleep. And then while you're sleeping, your brain can recuperate. Your brain needs to have rest. It's not just your body that's tired, your brain is too. And if you've got too much information running through your brain, we've all had it happen where we couldn't fall asleep when we wanted to. If your brain is overloaded, it takes longer, and you need more sleep.
Adequate sleep is really important for our mood. And so, you know, people, particularly now, because, you know, a lot of young people drink coffee or the energy drinks, and now all the convenience stores have these little 5-hour shots, and a lot of kids are getting by on those. And so they don't necessarily feel fatigue, but they don't feel real good either. And so, you know, being tired is not the only symptom of not getting enough sleep. Being bummed out is another one.
Your brain will thank you if you respect a technological curfew and make sure that your cell phones, your computers, your laptops are out of the bedroom well before it's time, you know, in an hour before it's time to go to sleep. So if you are overtired, you may not feel sleepy, but you start to just feel moody and out of sorts and grumpy. And that oftentimes you're thinking, what's up? Why do I feel this way? Well, it might be because you got a text message sent to you every 30 minutes for the last 3 weeks straight, overnight. And so getting the cell phones out of the bedroom, getting your laptop out of your bedroom, having a tech curfew will do wonders not just for your feelings of sleepiness, but for your mood and for your learning.